Hare Krishna, my name is Krishna Kishor and with a team of 4 devotees we have compiled this book. Some of you have already seen it. It's called the Raja Bhoga, the selection of Raja Bhoga recipes. Before I tell you a little bit about the book, I'd like to acknowledge the 3 devotees who were involved in the publication of this book. Acknowledge Yogendra Sahu, who was the technical layout person, Prashanatma, who did the book design and also designed the website, and of course Dharma Savana Prabhu, who is the main cook. Now, Raja Bhoga actually means cooking for a king. Raja is king and Bhoga is food. But here we are actually cooking for the King of Kings, and that's Lord Krishna in his form as Radha Gokulananda, the deities that reside here at Bhaktivedanta Manor. So this book is actually A4 and it's got 304 pages, full color, as you can see, and each recipe has a color picture accompanying it, so you can at least compare what you've made to the picture shown in the book. It also has very good display of all the recipes in the front of the book, and at the back of the book we have the prayers that we say when our preparations are offered on the altar. But I am biased because we've compiled this book. So now I would like you to meet Patanjali Prabhu, who is the head of the main kitchen here at Bhaktivedanta Manor, and maybe he could give us his opinion on how he thinks this book compares with other vegetarian books. So Patanjali Prabhu,
Yeah.
what do you think? What do you think this book has different to other cookbooks that people might find on the shelf at the manor or in bookshops?
Okay. Main difference of this book to other vegetarian cookbook is that, unfortunately, in general, readers may not see, but I can see it. The reason is that imagine that someone offers you nice food, but evil thoughts behind it. Then if you found that, oh, this person has evil thought, then even if it is very presentable, you may not want to eat that food. So when you offer or when you present some food, actually not just the look, the person's consciousness who cook is very important. When I saw this book, of course I liked this book, but mainly I liked it because the person who compiled this book dedicated his life, as far as I know, because I know him for about 15 years. I think more than 15 years, he dedicated his life to serve his spiritual master and Prabhupada, and ultimately Lord Krishna. So I have known him for 15 years. He was so dedicated, and he never changed, and he never left his service, and he continued his service. So this consciousness, cooking with love and devotion, that makes difference to all other vegetarian cook. And also you may not find such a level of devotion to other vegetarian cookbook. But in this book, although it looks very similar to any other vegetarian book, but the consciousness behind is a bit different. That's the main thing I found it. And also another thing is that other vegetarian cookbook, it has a long list of recipes, but this book has very simple and also very available recipe which you can purchase any near stores. So easily recipe is available. So 2 things I must say. One thing is the consciousness, the person who compiled this one, and also the recipe is very, very available and also easy to follow. That's the main thing I found it from the main difference from other cookbooks. Yeah.
Thank you. Do you think you'd use this cookbook because you're in the main kitchen yet, and you know we've written this book for 8 to 10 people? Do you think it'll be easy to scale it up for 500?
Okay. So in general, as you mentioned, that in main kitchen we cook daily 200 people, and when festival comes, that it will be around 800 to 1,000 people. So mainly I use this book for when I run out of ideas of how to cook for festivals. In general cooking, we have a set menu, so we don't use much of this recipe. But when festival comes, then we have to cook extra items, and also we need to have some more variety of items. And I do use this book. And also scaling wise, yes, we scale it up, and then we can stretch it to 100 and then 200 and maximum, I guess, 1,000. So we can use it.
So Patanjali, you
Yeah.
would recommend that people should at least look at the book and give it a chance.
Not only recommend, I would strongly suggest that people have a look this book, and then if you can buy this book, and also you experiment for your cooking skill, and also mostly I recommend somehow or other, if you sometimes when you have a function and when you have a party in your house, then you may need two extra items to surprise people. Then this is a perfect book to represent your devotion and your love for people who you invite, so that people will people will be impressed of your dedication for function or party or to show your love. I'm sure you will be successful on this.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
As you can see, the back of the book has our deities Radha Gokulananda, and this book couldn't have been possible without the mercy of His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada and our spiritual masters, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj and His Grace Krishna Kishor. Thank you very much.